Taco basket. Grab the crew and head on over Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Rappin with Rico and former All-American quarterback Steve Taylor, Nebraska Football Hall of Famer.
Blitz is on. Taylor picks it up. Fires. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Canadian Football League Grey Cup champion.
Taylor again, wide open.
And first-team All-American quarterback Steve Taylor.
5 for Steve Taylor. That is a new Nebraska record.
Two-time Nebraska high school track and field state runner-up and two-time captain for the University of Nebraska Kearney track and field team, Enrique Alvarez Clary, better known as Rico. Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, this is Rappin' with Rico and former All-American quarterback Steve Taylor.
Hello, everybody.
I like.
Welcome in to Rappin' with Rico and former All-American quarterback Steve Taylor.
Halloween was yesterday. You can take off your mask. It's done. It's over.
You're right. You're right.
No, you're
right.
good. I like the hat.
It's okay.
It must be hat day. Everybody.
It's hat day. Take it. I got this hat a couple days ago, and I just really like it. It is hot in here. Terrell turns the heat up because he gets super cold in here. And it goes from like 68 to 74, and it's ridiculous because everybody comes in here with hoodies and hats, and he's like,
and he has shorts on.
But you know why he turns it up? Because he goes outside all the time, so he gets cold. So I'm just like, dude, stop it. Stay inside, and be fine.
And he has shorts on.
Yeah,
like, come on, man.
Well, who wears shorts in this kind of weather? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why is he the way he is? I don't know.
What a day, man! I love November. I love this time of the year. Love the holidays. You're blessed. You're thankful. You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, and I got my birthday. So I'm on a high for the next 3 months. November, December, November, December, January. I'm on a high. And it's like things kind of slow down from real estate and everything. So you got football, you got basketball, you got the World Series. I'm going to golf like 3 or 4 times this week.
Before it gets too cold.
So I'm pumped. I got new sticks. So I'm working on my swing and I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good. You look good. You look comfy too.
Well, thank you, dude. Thank you.
That looks good. That looks good.
Like my little velvet sweatsuit.
It looks good. Looks really comfy.
It's nice. It's Todd Snyder special, dude.
Yeah.
I'll get you one of these.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Just wear that around the house.
It's so
I wouldn't want to leave.
My daughters and my wife, they just want to just keep rubbing it.
That's the problem. I wouldn't want to go anywhere. That's
old school.
Good thing.
Old school on you.
We want to let you all know today we're going heavy on the fan interaction.
Yeah,
we're going heavy on the listener interaction. We want your guys' thoughts, comments, concerns. If you have any kind of comment on football, basketball, whatever, you have a question for Steve, you have a question for me, go ahead. 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Give us a call, shoot us a text, shoot us a comment, because we can read those on the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. We can read those. We can throw them up on the screen if you're nice enough. Yeah. So go ahead, join us.
I love to get the pulse of Husker Nation. I love to see what they're thinking out there.
I want to know how everybody's feeling. You asked a question before we went on air.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the possibility of 8 wins. Right? You said 8, right?
I did say 8
wins.
Well, we got 5 in the bag, right?
Yep.
We can definitely get the next 2, which is 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now all you have to do is, if you want to consider it an upset for Wisconsin or Iowa,
I think I'd consider that an upset.
Okay. Yeah,
but
we beat Iowa last year.
I know. I would consider Wisconsin more of an upset because Nebraska hasn't beaten Wisconsin in I think since the trophy did you know it was a trophy game?
I know. I don't pay. Those are so ridiculous.
People forget it's a trophy game. The Freedom Trophy. I think that's what it is.
The Freedom. Well, we're already free, but yeah,
it's a dumb trophy.
But no, I get it. I will accept the Big Ten traditions, but like Barry Switzer said, we like to play for the big trophies.
Oh, yeah.
The conference championships are not obviously the big one, but yeah, let's see what the Husker Nation has. Like I said, it's very plausible that the Huskers could do that. It's not like a monumental task.
It's not out of the realm of possibility for Nebraska to get to 8.
Yeah, you got to take care of the next 2. No question about that. But it can be done. It's there, and the guys are having fun. They got some confidence going, and it's not like those teams have high-powered offenses.
No,
they got great defensive schemes and stuff like that. But no, we got a fairly good chance.
You're facing the remaining 4 teams on the schedule: Michigan State, Maryland, Wisconsin, Iowa. Right? You go through those 4. Michigan State, Wisconsin, Iowa, very big physical teams,
yes,
right? Physical teams. They want to run the ball. Michigan State kind of throws it a little bit, but they're, as Matt Rule said earlier, I think it was on yesterday or on Monday, said it's a physical team. They're going to be physical, and that's just the makeup of the Big Ten. So that's something they're looking for. But what Nebraska's done well this season is deal with physicality and be physical back with other teams and run the ball and do all those things,
excluding Michigan. But
yeah. But that's just a different
it's a different physicality.
Here's everybody else. And then here's like Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. You're just not there right now. So what they've done well is handle those physical teams. So you feel pretty good about going against those 3. The Maryland, although they've been very suspect the last 2 weeks,
they're going the other direction. So
they're going the wrong direction. They're not, and I don't mean this they're not as physical as the other teams. They're more of an athletic team. They want to run by you and do all that, but they have to come here. They have to come to Nebraska to play that game.
Yes.
And it's, early November. You wouldn't expect the weather to be that great for a team that wants to sling it all over the yard.
You never know. But
you never know.
You never know. But still.
But if there's any type of wind and it starts swirling down there, passing is going to be a little tougher for baby Tagovailoa.
Baby. Yeah. No, it's just regardless of the conditions, regardless of the the physicality. Football is a physical sport. I don't care what conference you're in. You have to be able to be physical. Now, there are some teams that are more physical than others. I don't know if you heard Prime Times talk about that the other day when he played played UCLA. But those are just things that comes along with it. So I just look at it that we have a legitimate chance to do that, and it's there. So, and that would be remarkable this year if they get to 6 or 7. That would really be remarkable. It goes to show you what Coach Rule and his staff has done this year with these players. So, I've been very complimentary to the defense's scheme this year, and they continue to do that. So it looks good. It looks promising. So we just got to keep getting better and better in all aspects of the game. But the fact that we're sitting at 5 wins, and we can get at least 1 or 2 more, and if you still another one, that would just be awesome. So for everything. So it can be done, and they can do it.
It's crazy to me how Tony White and this defensive staff has taken practically the same defense from last year, minus a couple people here and there, and has done this.
He's done what he's done, and that's what I've been saying the whole time. They're prepared. They play they play good quality football, got a good scheme. They've been chipping that block with getting these players mentally and physically better, in a better place than where they've been the last, decade and a half, and that's what good coaches do. So it's nothing special. I love the way Rule just go about his business. How he challenges the guys. He encourages them. He motivates them. He has fun with them. And the guys look like they're having more fun, and you're having more fun when you're winning. And you got a good locker room environment and all that kind of stuff. So that's what they brought. That's what they brought to Nebraska. And they're just going to continue to get better. So hopefully, this is premature, but I'm hoping Coach White stays here quite some time.
You and everyone else.
Yeah, he definitely has. He definitely has head coaching resume.
Yeah,
he can do it. So, but hopefully we can keep him for quite some time. It's early, but he has that type of ability.
This is one of those things where, if you listen to the fan base, a vocal minority probably of the fan base where they're having, you just said they're having fun, right? It looks like they're having fun. They're doing all those things. They dressed up for Halloween. They do all these things, right? Where if they were doing all of that, but they had if they had 3 wins on the season, if they were,
well, you're not doing that. That's the thing. You're not doing
Are they still doing like, having fun and like doing these things and trying to, I guess what I'm trying to say is it one of those things where which comes first? Like having fun leads to winning, and obviously winning leads to having fun, but like, can you still, even if you're losing, kind of go out and be like, look, we're still a team. We still want to do these fun things, and we still want to focus on the football side of things.
It all starts with leadership. It all starts with leadership and the way Coach Rule and his staff addresses the team every day in meetings and practices and stuff like that. That's where it all starts, and we used to talk about culture at Nebraska, or whatever, but it's just good, solid coaching and maturing and growing these young men. And with that, you get confidence, you get team camaraderie. People play for one another. It's not all about yourself. You're not blaming someone or throwing someone under the bus like the previous administration used to do all the time. So that's where it starts, and that's what they've done. And then you start to see the fruits of your labor. So and there's no reason why that should not continue. If you look at Rule's track record, that's what it's been. So it's just pleased. It's nice to see those guys having some fun and everything, and also being challenged. I listened to a couple of players in post-game interviews on how they go about their business, and they sound like they're growing up. They understand the task at hand. They keep setting these personal goals and team goals to chip away at these teams. So that's where it all starts, and you're starting to see the benefits from that. Now it's early in the process, no question about that. But that's where it starts, and then you start recruiting guys that have that type of makeup, that type of character, and you just keep elevating your program. So they're on the right trajectory and doing things good. So let's just finish out the last 4 games and see where we end up.
Notorious B.I.B. has a question.
Okay. Notorious what?
Notorious B.I.B. I believe it's Bill and Bennett, but he wanted to change the name to Notorious B.I.B. So that's his name.
I feel you.
If Nebraska wins the West,
yes,
do you think they can even make it a game against Michigan or Ohio State in the Big Ten title game?
Oh, definitely. That's why you play the game. First of all, it's tough to really beat a team twice throughout the year. It'd be a tall task for us to even win the West, but it can happen, right? It could happen maybe. I haven't looked at the logistics of it, but I think it's depending on who lost to whom and whatnot.
I think you need Minnesota to lose another game.
Okay. But if that happens, that'd be great.
Outside of that, I think they control their own destiny.
That would be a great challenge. I think we can definitely give them a better goal than what we did, a while back ago, if that was the scenario. And, that's why you play the game. So it's who's better that day.
I think Nebraska could do something against Michigan or Ohio State. Like it's like you just said, it would be a tall task because they are the cream of the crop. They're 1-3 in the college football playoff rankings. They're 2 of the best 4 teams in the nation. So it would be hard. But there's a chance.
Yeah, it has happened. It has happened. So, but
especially if you could look, if the defense wakes up and can play the way that they've been playing outside of that Michigan game, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to stick with either one of those teams.
It could be done.
They are more explosive than
that would be fun.
Facing, but it would be interesting.
Yeah.
It would be very interesting to see that. Something that Matt Rule said on Monday, and something that I want to get your take on, said Heinrich Haarberg's a little beat up, but he's the quarterback in Nebraska. It's going to happen. And something that I said yesterday was it yesterday or was it Monday? I don't remember which day it was with Terrell, is that to me, and I know it'll never happen because he pretty much said that that's not his style. I think Heinrich Haarberg needs to learn to slide, learn to not take as big hits.
Well,
just because he's 5-1 as the starter, or 5-1 as the starter, you're gonna need him going forward. And if he keeps lowering his shoulder, taking all of these hits, I'm not saying to slide every hit. I'm just saying you need to know when to take the hit, when to get the extra yards, and when to get down and save your body.
I'm not a sliding guy. That's a knack for some guys. This is a natural thing and it's instinctive. And I talked about this a few weeks back on the show, that how they run and they don't initiate the blow. They don't make guys miss. You don't let a guy just get a clean shot on you. Now, sometimes you can avoid, get hit from the blind side, that kind of stuff. But there's something in an athlete that can position his body and be aware of what's going on, where he doesn't put himself in vulnerable situations. And like I say, they sprinkle in the option here and there. They don't attack the inside hip of the guy that they're option off, whether it's the linebacker, the DN, or the free safety or the corner. They don't attack. It's not something that they rehearse, 60, 70 times a day, which is what you have to do. So you're timid and you're not sure where the pressure's coming from. So he needs to look at game tape. That's the best thing he can do, is go back and look at the options. If you're going to run it, I would say, and this is what I did when I came here. I went back and I looked at Turner Gill, how they ran the option. I looked at some wishbone guys who actually ran the option. I developed my own little style and flair with things, but it gives you an idea of how to run it, how to execute it, and it wouldn't hurt. Especially, I saw them run 3 straight plays that I ran when I was in college: 32 trap, 32 option, and 32. We didn't have the 32 option pass, which I wish we would have. They put that in there. They ran really our playbook.
Yeah,
and it was there. And he just needs to learn how to read that. When that guard pulls, kicks him out, you duck up. If they log him, you try to get outside, and you option off the linebacker coming if he doesn't get scraped, or the next force, which could be the free safety or the corner. You learn how to do that, and then your pitch man stays with you, of course. And so you're not putting your body, like he went into that hit, man. He just was like, didn't know what to do. And that's why the guy just teed off on him. I mean, that's just a no-no. So that's how you get injured. So it's not about learning. I mean, you can learn how to slide, absolutely. But if he just runs aggressively and just don't let people get clear shots on you, which you can do as a runner, it would alleviate him taking those crushing blows like that, man. So I would just say, hey, go and just look at some tape. Look at Turner Gill, Tommy Frazier, Eric Crouch, Frost, myself or whomever. And, look how they execute that option just for those particular plays. And that way he would put his body in a much better position to take the hits.
I get that. And I understand, people are on the text line saying, there's an unnamed text says, deliver, never take a hit. And I get that. Somebody says he outsizes most of the defense outside of defensive linemen. Yeah, I get it.
He's a big kid.
I get it. He's a really big kid. He's a really big guy. He said, you want to beat the hammer, not the nail. Obviously, I get all of that.
I say don't beat a hammer, just make a guy miss. I mean,
well, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you've watched it enough, you've watched him in these 6 games, right? He's not shifty.
Well,
he's not shifty. It takes him a little bit to change direction. When he gets moving, he can move, right? And he's a big old Mack truck going down the field. Yeah. But in those windows, in those tight situations where you have to make that decision, whether you're going to pitch it or you're going to cut it up, it takes him a second. It takes him a little bit longer than anybody else to change direction and move. And I think that's one of the things that they really need to work on. And that's not like a size thing or anything. That's just he needs to watch
game tape. That's it. Just watch game tape. If you're going to run it, take those 3 or 4 or 5 option plays that they're running.
He's being more decisive.
Be more decisive. And it's, sometimes you got to deliver a blow. Sometimes you got to take it on. You don't want to be doing that all the time. Trust me. I was 205. I played at 200 and 205. You don't want to do that on a consistent basis. My thing was just make guys miss, and don't let them get clean shots on your body. Take it on your thigh and on your hip, on your legs and stuff like that. Use your arm and stuff. Get the ball in the proper arm and all that kind of stuff. So to help shield that and not take on those hits like that.
Yeah, I know. That's just my, like you just said, don't take all those big hits. And that's kind of what I mean by slide.
Don't let someone blow you up.
Just avoid the big hits.
Right? Don't let someone tee off on you.
You're the quarterback. You're 5-1. Nebraska's gonna need you going down the stretch. You're beat up now. Please.
Everyone's
stay
beat
healthy.
up. Everyone's beat up.
Please
you just gotta stay
healthy. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
All right. First segment down. Next segment coming up. Like I said, we want you guys to join us on the show. 402-464-5685. Honda of Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman text line. Thank you all right now that are texting in. Keep sending your text. Keep sending your questions, comments, concerns, whatever. We'll get to it in the next segment. You're listening to Rappin' with Rico and former All-American quarterback Steve Taylor right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show, powered by Sunbelt Rentals. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador, Select Plumbing, Jimmy John's, Lincoln Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Fleet Feet, Bure's Cheese Spread, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Discovery Days will give you the opportunity to experience SCC firsthand this fall. Discovery Days provide information about SCC's programs of study, how to pay for college, SCC support services, housing, activities, and more. A campus tour and lunch are provided. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mostly sunny skies with increasing cloud cover throughout the day. We'll see a high of around 51. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, with a low of around 27. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies again, light winds as well, a little warmer. We'll see a high around 58. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Experience flexibility like never before with Ace Rent-to-Own. Whether you're decorating a new home or upgrading your electronics, they provide easy payment plan options that suit your budget. No credit checks, no hefty interest rates, just straightforward renting solutions designed with you in mind. Find great options to make a beautifully furnished space or surround yourself with the latest gadgets. With Ace Rent-to-Own, it's all within your grasp. Visit acerentoown.com and bring home more than just a product. Bring home a lifestyle.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
This is Rick Heyman, president of Sartor Heyman Jewelers. My father, Don, always insisted that Sartor Heyman never compromise. Not on quality, not on value, and not on customer service. For that reason, you can be sure that every item of jewelry you purchase from Sartor Heyman is the very best, no matter how small or how large. When it comes to jewelry, if we don't have it, you don't want it. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island, and SartorHeyman.com.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com. where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Gary Michaels Clothiers celebrates 40 years of serving Nebraskans in the men's clothing industry. 40 years of some of the most memorable moments. In our way of thanking you for 40 years, we are offering a 40% discount on any single one item in the store. 40% off any suit, sport coat, slack, sport shirt, sweater, outerwear, or shoes. To receive your 40% off on one item, be there by November 11th. Gary Michaels, 40% off for 40 years, located at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to Rappin' with Rico and former All-American quarterback Steve Taylor. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Whoa.
Whoa, is that you or me?
That's the headphones on the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Because they can hear it.
Oh,
there it is.
There we go. My bad.
All right, welcome back. 93.7 The Ticket. It is Rico. It is Steve Taylor. This is Rappin' with Rico and former All-American quarterback Steve Taylor right here on The Ticket.
Oh, I can't do that, huh?
No.
All right, I got to put these on my big head.
Yeah.
Oh. That's a party foul. Party foul. There we go. Try something new. It didn't work.
That should work.
All right.
I
was getting hot, man, with my hat on.
No, I get it. Well, I turned the, yeah, it's cooling down already. It's turning down 3 degrees. I turned the fan on because
I was sweating.
Toasty in here. Thanks a lot, Terrell. Welcome back. Like I said, fan interaction show, 402-464-5685. Fan interaction.
You get so technical, man.
Listener interaction. We want, look, hey,
just call
talk
in.
to us.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
Let's rap.
Talk to us.
Let's
Come
rap.
on. That's all we want. Okay.
Okay. What you got?
Augie.
What do you got?
Augie on the text line. Shout out to Augie.
Augie. What's up, Augie?
If Nebraska wins the next two but loses to Wisconsin and Iowa, are you disappointed? And do you think they could bounce back in the bowl game?
No, I'm not disappointed at all. It's been.
So what would that be? 7 wins on the season.
You know, it's not always about the wins and losses. It's how you play and how you prepare your team. You know, so I mean, obviously, the bottom line, yes, W and L's. But when you're building a program, when you're starting from the foundation up, I mean, you want to get everything else right, and that's what we're doing. So they've already had, in my opinion, a successful season. And even with the W's, is better than what we've had in quite some time. So that's good. No, I wouldn't be disappointed because it's all about how the teams play, how they prepare, and how they go about their business to get to that goal of really being, 8, 9, 10 wins and being competitive in your conference and in your individual conference and in the overall conference. So no, I would not be disappointed. Now, if they just quit and did that kind of stuff, yes, but they
get blown out, that'd be bad. But if they keep it close.
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah, even if they got blown out, I mean, Michigan controlled and dominated the game.
Yep.
I was disappointed that we lost. It just showed you the difference in programs where you currently are. So no, I wouldn't be disappointed because they've done some really good things this year. So it already has been a successful year, and it could get better. So
I mean, I'll ask the text line, and maybe if you want to answer this, you can. But I'll ask the text line. With what Augie is saying, there's 4 games left.
Yeah.
If you had to choose 2 for Nebraska to win, I feel like a lot of people are going to choose Wisconsin and Iowa. But that also means you lose to Michigan State.
I want them to.
Obviously, you want them to win all 4 or whatever. No. But if you had and look, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But the listeners,
that's what I'm here for, man.
You choose 2 of the last 4 that Nebraska wins. Which 2 do you want the most?
Oh, come on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a ridiculous question.
Okay, I would say Wisconsin.
Yep.
I would say Wisconsin versus Iowa.
Wisconsin and Iowa?
No, I would say just Wisconsin.
You have to pick 2 of the last 4. 2 of the last 4.
Oh,
Michigan State, Maryland, Wisconsin, Iowa. Pick 2.
Okay, see, here's my thought process.
No, I get it.
All right. First of all, you have to win the games that you should win. Like Maryland you should win that game. Michigan State, you should win that game. So I really want to see that. First of all, let's handle our business where we beat the teams that we should beat. And that means we're doing our homework, we're paying attention to detail, we're prepared, and we're focused. Because those are teams that you have to beat. Now, in the end, you have to be able to beat those teams, 75% of the time, like the Wisconsins and the Iowa and that kind of stuff. So Obviously, Wisconsin and Iowa. Given to take these other two, we should definitely win. I put a W in my column with those teams.
Okay, I agree.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah, no, it does.
Okay. But you got to handle your business.
Yes,
and do your homework and take care of the two that you need to take care of.
Yeah, like you should beat the Spartans and the Terrapins.
Yes,
but if I had to pick two, I would rather Nebraska goes out and beats Wisconsin and Iowa. One, because those are Big Ten West foes, and the Big Ten West is going to be bye-bye after this season.
And they're better programs.
And they are better programs. I mean, you would be losing, in this dumb scenario, you'd be losing to Michigan State and Maryland. But
you don't want to do that because I would feel more disappointed if we lost to them.
Yeah, but you'd be beating Wisconsin, Iowa. That gives you a better chance of doing, whatever you want to do. Plus, I know you don't care about it, but myself and some other people, you get to hold on to those trophies until you have to play them again.
It's not that I don't care. It's just that,
they're dumb trophies.
I'm not going to say they're dumb. I like tradition.
But this one is like the Floyd
it's
of
just something that I'm not accustomed to being in the Big Eight.
Yeah,
so that's all.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Floyd of Rosedale, which is Iowa and Minnesota, like that's been around for hundreds or
I
a
get
whole
that.
bunch of years. Like
I respect tradition.
The Wisconsin, the Nebraska, the Iowa, the Nebraska, like those trophies have been around for 12 years.
All that's going to change, and what you're going to invent new trophies when UCLA comes to USC.
I don't think so. I think it's just
okay.
Because they invented these ones for Nebraska.
It's going to be
everybody
different.
else. They have their own, and until you play those teams again, because you're not going to play the same teams every year, you're just going to have to hold on to those trophies until whatever happens. Let me see. This person just says deliver, never take the hit. Gus Mohawk has Nebraska all-time teams for you if you want to pit these against each other. So Gus Mohawk, and this is a conversation that we've been having on other shows.
You pundits like to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's what we do.
You guys do that. But go ahead.
The 94 team versus the 97 team.
What is this?
Who do you think would win?
No questions. It's 94.
94?
Yeah. Okay. There's no question. That's what I'm saying. That's silly.
Okay.
No question.
Talk to I think
who?
I think Jay.
You can't talk to anyone about it.
I think Jay says 97. Terrell says 94. I don't remember who Vershawn said. I think he also said. I think he said 97 as well. I could be wrong there.
Get out of here.
I could be wrong.
No. Not even close, man.
And then the other one is 84 versus 01.
84 what?
84 Huskers versus the 2001 Huskers.
1984 Huskers?
That's what he's asking.
To what?
To who would win, the 1984 Huskers or the 2001 Huskers?
Okay, who do you consider the 84 Huskers? That's the first thing.
This is his question.
Well, you got to clarify that.
Probably the 83, 84
okay,
season
so 83,
Huskers.
84. Come on, man. That's one of the most explosive offenses in the collegiate sports. Compared to what?
2001.
What?
With Eric Crouch, the Heisman winner.
No. Dude, you had Mike Rozier, Irving Fry, Turner Gill. Get out of here. It's not even close, man. See, that's silly. That's silly talk, man.
Hey, it's his question. This is Gus's
silly
question.
Talk. Silly talk. Come on, get real.
94,
95 is probably one of the overall teams, and I've seen a lot of great teams. I'm not saying I'm know-it-all, but on all facets of the game, offense, defense, everything, 94, 95 is probably one of the best collegiate teams ever put together.
Oh, yeah.
And the dominance that they showed. So that's up there in the top 5, 3 in all of entire college football.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to come up short to that, dude.
Scott from Bancroft. I know living in the past is not ideal, but if they had not blown that game against Minnesota, would Nebraska currently be in the top 25? Granted, their wins are not against good teams.
No, Nebraska's not a top 25 team. I don't even care if they would have beat Minnesota.
No, I don't think they're in the top 25.
I'm a real guy. They're not in the 25.
Yeah, no, if you give them the win against Minnesota, they still, and you're keeping the rest of it the same, they still lose to Colorado, they still lose to Michigan. They're not in the top 25.
No, not even close.
That's not. If you're undefeated, yeah, probably, right?
No,
or if you're,
there's so many teams out there that will.
Because they beat Michigan. But if you only have one loss and it's to Michigan, I think you're receiving votes, but I don't think you're in the top 25.
No,
I think it's just not.
The strength of schedule is beyond.
Yeah, it's just not. That's just not going to happen.
No disrespect. I'm just calling it like it is. In order to get to where you want to get, you got to be real. You have to look at yourself in the mirror to see where you are and where you need to get. Just like these junior achievement kids here, you got to have a game plan. One guy said he wants to be a multi-million, real estate mogul. So we get a plan together, and it can happen.
Yeah,
it can happen. So you got to have a plan.
Unnamed texter. 2594.
Unnamed texter. What's up with that?
Yeah, look, we tell them all they have to do is send us a name.
Okay, no, that's fine.
It can be your real name. It can be whatever nickname you want it to be. It can be silly. It can be serious. Whatever. But send us what you want to be called.
No name.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right now you're no name. With this is worded weird. With who's not in the AP top 4 who do you think will sneak in, and who do you think deserves to be there instead? I think they mean the college football playoff top 4, which right now is Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan. I don't remember who number 4 was. Was it Florida State?
Florida State, yeah.
I think so.
Florida State.
So that's the top 4. Who do you think who can sneak into the top 4? Who do you think deserves to be there?
I don't watch it enough on a grand scale, to be honest with you.
I like that top 4. I think it's good.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's why we're getting rid of this dude. That's why we're getting to a playoff.
That's why we're going into the what is it, 12? 12 next season?
Yeah, that's why, because this is BS the way they're doing it right now.
I'm okay with that.
Because anything can happen in the playoff, man. Any team could. I mean, you're that close, and you're off a little bit that day. It changes, and that's what I liked about pro ball, and that's why I'm not a big advocate of the whole bowl structure. Now has changed. You know, they keep saying, "Oh, it's 6 games, 7 wins. We're gonna go to a bowl game." I'm like, you know what? You got to get in the mindset where, hey, you either make the playoffs or you go home. That's how it is in pro. You're either good enough to make the cut, then you go on, and that's what motivates you. And then if you don't, then you rest up, you heal, you get healthy, and you come back for the next season. So all that stuff's going to change in the next couple of years. The bowl games will just be a title of a big game of some sort, like it is now. You know, so that's just where we're going. That's the way it should be. You know, so that's why when people talk about, oh, we're going to go to a bowl game. I say, well, really? Are you going to the bowl if Nebraska goes to a bowl game? They say no. I'm like, there you go.
If they go to the Vegas Bowl, I'll go.
You can go to Vegas anyway, and
like if they're gonna like if they go to a game, they go to the Pinstripe Bowl, or the Fenway Bowl. I'm not trying to go to New York or Boston in December.
Exactly.
Hard pass on
go
that.
to some bowl. No, things are changing now. Just accept it, and it's nice. It's good. I'm looking forward to it. Now to have a real playoff system. Be much better than what we've had here the last 4 or 5 years.
Speaking on bowl games, this unnamed texter, not really a question, just a statement. Which we asked for statements.
I like those.
It's kind of long. Ready?
Shoot, get through it.
These hypothetical win totals and Big Ten West champ talk need to chill out a bit, in my opinion. A month ago, literally nobody would be talking about being disappointed with 6, 7, 8 wins. What's wrong with the fans taking it 1 week at a time like the team is and actually enjoy something for once?
Agreed.
Getting a little greedy.
Agreed. 100%. Yeah. But you keep setting goals. No, we're at 5. We can be at 6, 7. Absolutely. You want to keep getting better.
If you had a goal of 5, like what did I say? Well, I said before, I said before the season, I thought this team was a 5-win team. I want to be proven wrong.
With the current schedule, and the way the teams are.
With the way that I thought the Big Ten West was going to shake out and how the teams were going, I thought Illinois was going to be a lot better than they were. They're not. Yeah. They're bad. So
they're so inconsistent. That's another thing I don't like about I'm not a big fan about the Big Ten, man. These teams are just fold.
Yeah.
So, anything can happen.
So
man.
I said 5 wins. I wanted to be wrong. They've gotten to 5 wins, and they have a chance to get 6, 7, 8. So what you do in the positive mindset is move the goalposts.
Move the goalposts.
If you have a goal and you reach it, guess what? Set a new goal that's higher. So I get it. I get, just enjoy that they're winning finally.
I'm
and they're
enjoying
up to
it.
5 wins.
Yeah.
But also want more.
I've enjoyed
You should want more. These players want more.
Beginning of the year, I've enjoyed this season because I had really no expectations.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I set like games it'd be nice to see them win, but I had no expectations. So it made me a lot easier to watch the football games. I wasn't disappointed if they were flat or whatever. The bottom line is that they came away with a win. Mickey Joseph alluded to that the other day on the show, that it's all about the wins. You want them to look good and everything, but in the end, you want the W. And that's what they've had the ability to do. And that's because they paid attention to detail and they're coaching them up.
Yes.
Kids having fun, they're playing football.
Keep the simple things simple.
Yeah.
Do the simple things.
Just play football, man.
Like just get everything that you need to do and just do that correctly. I don't know.
Play football.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No, be prepared.
Words
play football. Be prepared and play football.
There you go. Just play football.
Play football. Dude.
There it is. All right. Up next, we've got a lot of questions.
Dude,
in here.
let's get through them. This is what it's for.
We're going to break. When we come
everyone
back,
gets a medal today.
Everyone
Fan
gets a medal.
participation.
There you go. Participation trophies for
everyone gets it. Yes.
We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
If you're like most guys with symptoms, you don't want to ask for help. Perhaps a free consult with the men's health experts will encourage you. What could it hurt? Limitless knows exactly how to treat your symptoms. They will verify with a blood test, and in a very short time, you'll feel like a new man. So don't drag your feet. You're not going to feel better unless you get help. The providers at Limitless know what they're doing. To receive your custom treatment plan, schedule online at limitlessmail.com and get your life back.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Gary Michaels Clothiers celebrates 40 years of serving Nebraskans in the men's clothing industry. 40 years of some of the most memorable moments. In our way of thanking you for 40 years, we are offering a 40% discount on any single one item in the store. 40% off any suit, sport coat, slack, sport shirt, sweater, outerwear, or shoes. To receive your 40% off on one item, be there by November 11th. Gary Michaels, 40% off for 40 years, located at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bearschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bearschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
This is Rick Heyman, president of Sartor Heyman Jewelers. My father, Don, always insisted that Sartor Heyman never compromise. Not on quality, not on value, and not on customer service. For that reason, you can be sure that every item of jewelry you purchase from Sartor Heyman is the very best, no matter how small or how large. When it comes to jewelry, if we don't have it, you don't want it. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island, and sartorheyman.com.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mostly sunny skies with increasing cloud cover throughout the day. We'll see a high around 51. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds with a low of around 27. And tomorrow, mainly sunny skies again, light winds as well, a little warmer. We'll see a high around 58. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
Back to Rappin with Rico and former All-American quarterback Steve Taylor on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Congratulations, everybody. You did a great job today. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, good for you. Look at
Congratulations,
you.
everybody. If I had ribbons and trophies to
You're
give
so
out,
nice.
I would give them out.
You
but I
would?
don't, so you get nothing.
Okay.
But you get, look, you come down to the station, 1040 O Street, I'll give you a nice, crisp high five. And we have a candy
What we
bowl.
should do, the person who has the best question, they can come down and hang out with us on the show for a little bit.
Sure.
Get them in
Next
live.
Wednesday.
Get them on the mic to see if they can see what it's like.
Yeah.
They can handle the pressure.
You come here, we'll ask you questions. We'll ask them questions.
Yeah, I'm going to ask them questions. What kind of fan are you? Yeah. We'll have a lot of fun with that.
What kind of fan are you?
Yeah.
Huh?
You're a
the
fan or
question.
you're a supporter?
Answer the question.
You're how much of a diehard fan you are or supporter?
That's always fun. Let's see.
Or groupie or whatever.
Cupster we were talking about trophies. Cupster says, just like Nebraska's had the Mizzou Nebraska bell since 2012. They haven't played Missouri since then. They beat Missouri the last time, got there's the victory bell, and Nebraska's just had it.
There you go.
Okay. Another unnamed texter. Oh no, Bobcat. See,
Bobcat.
Their name. Bobcat.
I like names. I like people calling all the time.
Bobcat.
On my other show, it was like that. You develop this relationship with the callers.
Bobcat says / asks, great show. Could you both comment on Emmett Johnson emerging as a young running back and also adjustments you see for the O-line and play calling that fits the team's current injury status? Interested in what you both see. Thank you.
The play calling. We got some work to do on that side of the ball with some things. But I was looking at Coach Osborne's playbook, dude.
Like you said, there's a lot of plays that you ran.
Like, wow, that's like, okay, now we're just gonna go back to the power eye and the whole
if it
load
works.
option, speed option, counter option.
If it works, it works.
Hey, I'm all for a sprinkle, dude. I don't want to be living and dying on that, but I get it. I totally get it. But we're gonna, we don't want to digress too much.
Mm-hmm.
He almost got killed doing it.
So,
no, we need to create and coordinate and do some things.
Yeah.
But I get the circumstances of where we are, so it's baby steps. But I want to see that evolve in something much more dynamic, and but that will reflect the talent level too. So you got to have the personnel to do that. But I understand what they're doing, but we're gonna have to make some major strides on that side of the ball as far as coordinating some things, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
But, in order to get the type of players you want,
yeah,
so and to be competitive on a national scale, I watch these teams, the Florida States, all these teams, man, what they're doing, Georgia, all these guys, what they're doing. So but you gotta have the personnel to do it. I understand that, but I will accept what we're doing for right now, no question about that, especially if we get the W's. But so we're gonna. It was just funny. I could just see Coach Osborne drawing that up. He had to feel great seeing that.
Remember he's watching that.
Frost,
just like
because Frost wouldn't even meet with him. That's what's ironic about it, dude.
a little bit, yeah.
Frost wouldn't even meet with Coach, which was ridiculous.
Do you think Coach Osborne was watching that and he sees that and And he goes, that's not how you run it.
Of course it makes you. I mean,
that's not how you run it.
Everyone has an ego. And, of course, I love Coach. He thinks pretty high of himself, which is fine.
Well, he should.
He should, absolutely. One of the best ever. But, it's okay for right now. It was kind of fun to see until he got clocked.
Yeah. He's looking there. He's looking to the left. All of a sudden, it turns to the right.
If you're going to do that, man, attack it. Make the guy make a decision. Slow play the defender, slow. But they don't know how to, they don't know how to do all that.
Introduced himself to
But it's tough to do when you have a sprinkle of it. So,
yeah.
But it was,
how much
seriously,
they
man,
practiced
they ran the 3 straight plays, 32 option, 32 trap, 32 option pass. And it was there. It was there.
Mm-hmm.
It was effective.
And it looked good. And then, he said Emmett Johnson emerging as a young running back. I think it's great. I think he looks really good. The previous staff recruited him, brought him in. They thought very highly of him. He was Mr. Football, Minnesota, whatever. And he's showing he's a little bit smaller of a back, but he's not afraid to deliver a hit. He did that on the sideline that one time. He's quick. He's got shiftiness. He can catch out of the backfield. He can pass block. He can do all those things. It's just that there were a couple people in front of him who did a little bit better.
Here's the deal. What gets me is that you get teased with these running backs.
Yeah.
You get teased with them because they have some talent.
Oh, that running back room is talented.
And they can do some things, but you don't see enough of them consistently.
No.
And as a running back, it's really tough to get in. Like, running backs get better as the game goes and when they have more carries. So, and you get this little tease of, oh, that guy could be, and then he's not there for a couple of series or a game or two. Then it's all, that guy, he's different. He's big. He's elusive. But, we didn't see him. So you want to see more consistency in that, and someone really has to take that lead, so. But right now, hey, I'm cool with it. Make it work. But they do have some talent. You just don't get a steady diet of it enough for me to really get a gauge on how a guy is. Because a running back, you have to be durable. You have to be able to carry the rock 20, 30 times a game. You got to be physical sometimes. You got to be elusive. And you just don't get enough of a steady diet to see these guys. But they're there. And maybe we'll see that coming in the future in the next couple of years when someone emerges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I said, like you just said, the running backs need to get into a rhythm and
I think
running.
So.
Like you said, get them running more. Give it to the running backs a little bit more. That option. Maybe he did it a little bit more last time, but maybe pitch the ball a few times. I don't know.
If it's there.
Pitch the ball a little bit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
that's all predicated on
you're
the
still
defense.
You're still gonna get hit. You might as well let him get a couple more yards.
I used to fade with it. I used to attack that inside and suck him in and fade and pitch it. So you don't take on that hit. Because those guys just come and try to take you out.
Oh yeah, look. It was one of those things where it's like, look, if they're gonna run the option, let the quarterback know you're there.
Exactly.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And this last, we'll get this one.
Last one.
Just a statement. Power pack here. And it was just exactly what we were talking about. The quarterback keeps it every time he runs the option. Let the running back go and let him cook.
Well, he gets clocked enough, he'll pitch it.
Oh yeah, look, you get hit enough times, you're like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to hold on to this.
Yeah, and we're just having fun with that. But tell me, you get hit enough, you'll pitch it, man.
All right, thank you all so much for joining us and keeping us entertained on this fantastic show. This cold Wednesday here in beautiful Lincoln, Nebraska.
It's not cold, man.
It's a little chilly. Well,
I got a sweat top on.
Me and Nick are talking defense on the happy hour up next.
Defense. Defense what wins games.
Big fan of defense. Thank you all for listening. We'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Experience flexibility like never before with Ace Rent-to-Own. Whether you're decorating a new home or upgrading your electronics, they provide